la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shabbat Shalom, Kulam. Please rise now as we turn to page 103 for the Birchot HaShachar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lesechvi bina להבחין בין יום ובין לילה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשני בצלמו. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשני בן חורין. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשני ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם פוקח עיוורים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם מלביש ערומים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם מתיר אסורים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם זוקף כפופים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם רוק הארץ על המים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המכין מצעדי גבר. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה לי כל צורכי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם עוזר ישראל בגבורה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם עוזר ישראל בתפארה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם הנותן ליעף כוח. You may be seated. We turn to page 112. היום יום שבת קודש שבו היו הלווים אומרים בבית המקדש מזמור שיר ליום השבת. טוב להודות ולילות עלי עשור ועלי נבל עליהם ישמחתנו עלי מבוא לכם ובזכירך. עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולתה בו. We turn now to page 120. מזמור שיר חנוכת הבית לדוד. ארומים חני קהילתני ולא שמחתי אויבינו. זכר קודשו כי רגע באפו חיים ברצונו. הפכת מספדים לחולי, פיתחת שקי תעזרני שמחה, למען ישמח כבוד ולא ידום, אדוני אלוהי לעולם עודך. We find the Mourner's Kaddish on page 121. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ביעלמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחיי הון וביומי הון ובחיי ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רב ומבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרמיו Hu Yaseh Shalom. Leinu B'Al Kol Yisrael. Amen. We invite everyone else, please, to rise. 122. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Baruch hu. Baruch oseh v'reshit. Baruch omer v'oseh. Baruch ozer u'kayem. Baruch merachem al haaretz. Baruch merachem al habriyot. Baruch meshalem zachar tov l'reav. Baruch chai la'ad v'kayam la'netzach. Baruch bodeh u'matzil. Baruch shemo. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, ya la 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 la, 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 la 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 la, la 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 Baruch atah Adonai, melech haolam v'tishbachu. You may be seated now, and we turn to page 141 for the 150th Psalm. Hallelujah, El Bekocho, Hallelujah, Birkia Uzo, Hallelujah, Bikurochav, Hallelujah, Berom Gudo, Hallelujah, Beteka Shofar, Hallelujah, Benevel Bechino. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, betofu macho, hallelujah, beminim beugav, hallelujah, betzil tzalei shama, hallelujah, betzil tzlei tuah, kol anshama tehallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baruch Adonai Le'olam Amen V'Amen. Baruch Adonai Mitzion Shochen Yerushalayim Hallelujah. Baruch Adonai Elohim Elohei Yisrael Osei Niflot Levado. Ubaruch Shem Kavodo Le'olam V'Yamelech Kavod Hod Kol Haaretz. Amen V'Amen. We rise now, page 141. Ozi וזמרת ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת Vayehi Lishua Ozi Vezimrat Yah Vayehi Lishua Ozi Vezimrat Yah Vayehi Lishua Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed. You may be seated. Hila Adonai HaMelucha Moshe V'Goyim V'Alu Moshe B'Har Tzion Lishpot Et Hareisa V'Atal Adonai HaMelucha V'Haya Adonai L'Melech HaKol Haaretz Bayom Hahu Yihye Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad. Page 145. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Nishamat kochai, tevarech et shimcha, Adonai Eloheinu, v'ruach kol basar, v'tvaer Nehalelecha unshabechacha unfa'ercha nevarech et shem kodshecha kamur leDavid baruchi nafshi et Adonai v'chol kiravai et shem kodsho el v'ta'atzumot uzecha Agadol b'chvod shemecha Hagibor lanetzach v'hanora b'norotecha Hamelech hayoshev al kisei ram v'nisa. The middle of page 147. Shochen ad marom v'kadosh shemo. וכתוב רננו צדיקים באדוני, לישרים נבע תהילה, בפי ישרים תתהלל, ובדברי צדיקים תתברך, ובלשון חסידים תתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש, ובמקהלות רבבות עמך בית ישראל. ונראה שמך מכין וגדול והדור שכן חובת כל היצורים לפניך אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו להודות להלל לשבח לפאר לרמם להדר לברך לעלה ולקהלס על כל דברי שירות ותשבחות דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו אל המלך הגדול והקדוש בשמיים ובארץ כי לך נא אדוני אלוהים אבותינו שיר ושבחה הלל ושמחה עוז וממשלה נצח גדולה וגבורה תהילה ותפארת קדושה ומלכות ברכות והודות מעתה ועד עולם. ברוך אתה אדוני אל מלך גדול בתשבחות, אל ההודות אדון הנפלאות, הבוכה בשירי זמרה, מלך אלכי העולמים. יתגדל ויתקדש שמך רבה, ועלמדי וחירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון ויומכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מבורך, לעלם לעלמי עלמי יתברך ויסתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה, ברכו לאל אמין כל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. Ya la la la, la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach, Baruch Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer or uvorei choshech, עושה שלום ובורא את הכל. יאללה לילה, 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 יאללה לילה. Please be seated. 150. הכל יודוך והכל ישבחוך, והכל יאמרו אין קודש כאדוני, הכל יאמרו כסלע סוזיה. אין כי יקך אדוני אלוהינו בעולם הזה, ואין זולתך מלכנו לחיי העולם הבא. אפס ברצך גואלנו לימות המשיח, ואין דומה לך, ואין דומה לך, מושיענו, מושיענו לתחיית המתים. אל אדון כל המעשים, ברוך ומבורך בפי כל נשמה, גודלו וטובו מלא עולם, דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו. גודלו וטובו מלא עולם, דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו. המתגאה על חיות הקודש ונדר וכבודת המרכבה, זכות ומישור לפני כיסו, חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו. זכות ומישור לפני כיסו, חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו. טובים יורו שברור אלוהינו יצורנו בדעת. שבח נותנים לו כוסף המרום, תפארת וגדולה, שרפים ויופנים וחיות הקודש. תפארת וגדולה, שרפים ויופנים וחיות הקודש. 152. לאל אשר שבת מכל המעשים ביום השביעי. ושבת טוב ולהודות לאדוני. תתברך מושיענו על שבח מעשה ידיך, ועל מאורי אור שעשית יפארו חסדה. 153. תתברך צורנו מלכנו וגואלנו, בורא קדושים, ישבח שמך לעד מלכנו, יוצר משורשים. כולם אהובים, כולם ברורים, כולם גיבורים, וכולם עושים באימה ובירא רצון קונם, וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושה ובטהרה, בשירה ובזמרה, ומבורכים ומשבחים, ומפארים ומעריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם האל המלך הגדול, הגיבור והנראה, קדוש הוא, וכולם מקבלים עליהם מלכות שמיים זה מזה, ונותנים רשות זה לזה, להקיש רוצרם בנחת רוח, בשפה ברורה, ובנימה קדושה כולם כאחד, עונים ואומרים ביראה, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך הארץ כבודו, באופנים וחיות הקודש ברעש גדול, מתנסים לעומת שרפים, לעומתם משבחים ויאמרים, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו ברוך נמותיתנו למלך החי וקיים. Yabba bye bye bum bum bye, yabba bye 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 bye, yabba bye bum bum bye, yabba bye bye bye, yabba bye bye bum bye, yabba bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bum bye, bum 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 bye. Or chadash al Zion Za'ir, Or chadash al Zion Za'ir, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו, ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו. יבא ביי בם בם ביי, יבא ביי 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 ביי, יבא ביי בם בם ביי, ים בם 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 ביי, יבא ביי ביי ים בם ביי, יבא ביי 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 ביי, יבא ביי ביי בם בם ביי, יבא ביי 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 ביי. ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות. Top of page 154. Ava Rabba Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chem Lagidola Vitera Chamalta Aleinu Avinu Malkeinu Ba'avur Avoteinu Shebatchu Vecha Shemachu Vecha Avinu Malkeinu ותלמדם חוקי חיים, כן תכוננו תלמדנו, אבינו האב הרחמן, המרחם רחם עלינו, ותן בלבנו להבין להבינו להשכיל לשמוע, הלל לאמור וללמד, לשמור ולעשות, ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה, והארנו בתורתך, ודבק לבנו במצוותיך, ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך, ולא נבוש לעולם ועד, ולא נבוש לעולם ועד, כי בשם קודשך הגדול והנורא בטחנו, נגילה ונשמחה, נגילה ונשמחה בישועתך.
Paragraph of the Vahavi'enu is where we gather together the tzitziyot, the four corners of the talit. And the language there, just look at the English for a moment. Bring us safely from the four corners of the earth and lead us in dignity to our land. Kumumiyut, right? To be upright, right? To have a sense of dignity. You are the God who effects deliverance. You have chosen us from among other tongues and people. There's an earlier version of this from about the 9th century that probably is the original, and what we have is a variation of it that reads this way. Adonai, our God, let your great grace and mercy never, ever abandon us. Quickly bring blessing and peace upon us from the four corners of the earth. Smash the yoke that is upon our neck and lead us upright to our land. A little bit different. And it's interesting that for the rabbis, though, the idea of the Messianic era becomes the focus here. That's why the bringing together of the four corners, the idea that we will be ingathered again in a Messianic era together in the land of Israel, thereby connecting mitzvot with the land itself. We bring them together in anticipation of the Shema, the Havienu.
Havienu leshalom, me'arva kanfot haaretz, v'tohichenu komemiyut, komemiyut le'artzenu. Ki el poel Yeshuot ata ubanu v'charta mikol am v'lashon v'kein ravatanu l'shimcha hagado l'shimcha hagado sela be'emet lehodot lecha Uyachetcha be'ahava Baruch ata Adonai abocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך ושרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה עם שמות ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בציר תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית, וריתם אותו, ושרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, אותם ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. ויציב ונכון וקיים וישר ונאמן ואהוב וחביב ונחמד ונעים ונורא ואדיר ומתוקן ומתגבר לדור ודור הוא קיים ושמו קיים, וכיסו נכון ומלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיימת. אמת שעתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, מלכנו מלך אבותינו, גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יוצרנו צור ישועתנו, בודדנו ומצילנו מעולם שמך, אין אלוהים זולתך. עזרת אבותינו תוהו מעולם, מגשים לשלנו דור ודור. משפט אחד מצרים גלתנו אדוני אלוהינו מבית עבדים פריתנו. תהילות לאל עליון ברוך הוא ומבורך, משה ובני ישראל לך אנו שירה, ושמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, ספר לשיר החדשה, שיבחו גאולים לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופתחנו ממך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני God Israel. We begin together on page 159. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Velohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ופוקד ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה, רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב ביד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש קדוש צבאות מודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק ימקור. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק השמיע ימקור. מתנסים לעומת שרף, מתנסים לעומת שרפים, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו, תופיע ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך. מתי תמלוך ציון בקרמנו, לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד תשכון. תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, ולנצח נצחים. ועינינו תראנה, תראנה מלכותך, כדבר האמור בשירי עוזך. ועינינו תראנה, תיראנה מלכותך כדבר האמור בשירי עוזך על ידי דוד על ידי דוד על ידי דוד משיח צדקך על ידי דוד על ידי דוד על ידי דוד משיח צדקך ימלוך אדוני לעולם אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. ישיבך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד, כי המלך גדול וקדוש אתה, ברוך אתה אדוני. We continue 162 to 166. Turn to page 163. If you're still davening, please continue. Kadeshenu. Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chelkeinu b'toratecha saveinu miturecha v'samcheinu b'shuatecha v'taher v'taher libeinu v'taher v'taher libeinu v'taher v'taher libeinu li'ovdecha ve'emet v'taher v'taher libeinu v'taher v'taher libeinu v'taher v'taher libeinu li'ovdecha ve'emet v'hanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך, ונוחו בה ישראל, וקדשי וטהר ליבנו, וטהר ליבנו, וטהר ליבנו, וטהר ליבנו, לעובדך באמת.
Ready for the Kaddish Shalem, page 167.
יתגלה ויגדש שמך הבא,
אמן.
ויאמר דבר חילותי, ויאמר נחמד חוצי וחייכון, וימכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמרה בם בבורא, לעלם לעלמי עלמי יתברך ויתברך ויתפאר ויתמם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כה בכתב שירתה שפחת ונחמתה ואמרן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותנו ורחון לכל בית ישראל גדול ונשמיה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רב מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במקומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו
Amen. Page 168, the Torah service. If you have been honored with opening of the Ark or carrying the Torah, if you will come forward and ascend up to the Bimah at this time. We remain seated till the Ark is officially open, page 168.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך אדוני מלך Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein. Adonai varech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim eitiv avertzoncha et Zion. תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים, כי לך לבד בטחנו, מלך ערום ונישא, אדון עולם. ויהי בנשוא הארון ויאמר משה קומה אדוני ויחוצו אויביך וינוסו משנאיך מפניך כי בציון תצא תורה כי בציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים ברוך שנתן תורה תורה ברוך שנתן תורה תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
Page 169 on the left-hand side, in the middle there, entitled Shalom to All. Let's read this meditation together. Avinu Malkeinu,
Master of peace, help us and strengthen us so that we may always strive for peace. May there be harmony among all people. their companions and friends. May there be no discord among the members of my family. You who establish peace above, extend peace upon us and the whole world. May we draw close to you, and may we all be bound together, carrying out your wholeheartedly. Master of peace, bless us with peace. May the words of my mouth
and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We turn the page 170 towards the bottom, Be'anarachet.
Be'anarachet, Veli Shemei Kadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Ana Emar Tushbechan, Be'anarachet, Be'anarachet, Veli Shemei Kadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Ana Emar Tushbechan, Yehera Kodama, Detivtat Libi Oraita, Vetashlim Mishoalin Delibi, Deliba Decholamach Yisrael, Letahu Letayim, Ve'Islam. Amen. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai iti uneramema, Shemo Yachadav. Lecha Adonai hagedula vehagemura vehatiferet vehanetzach vehahod ki chol bashamayim uvaretz ki chol bashamayim uvaretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha V'mitnaseh lecha lerosh Ramemu Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lechadam raglav kadosh hu Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lehar kodsho Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lehar kodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ramemu O ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lehar kodsho Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu lehar kodsho.
You may be seated.
Yes, I do.
If you have not yet triple-checked your cell phones, this is that moment of reprieve to triple-check it, make sure it's off before the embarrassing moment. Please, a reminder, no texting or utilizing of the cell phone. Let's just keep away, no pictures. We stay in the moment. Be present for Shabbat. You can put away your Siddur, the prayer book. You can take out the Chumash, Torah text, to be able to follow along with that. It's nice that our playground is being used over there. We always love when we have young families there. They can sit and have a good time. Boy, the last Shabbat of 2018, did it go by quickly? Are you more conscious of the secular going by quickly or the Jewish year? Yes. Was that the answer? Gil, does it make it, like, do you think of one over another or no? They both come around very quickly before you know it. I want to talk about identity today. And so we all have different identities. Those of you who are Jewish here, just about everyone today, it's not always the case, have a Jewish identity. Many of us have American identities. Anybody have another national identity? Any Canadians? Canadian, there you go. Rabbi, good. You're Israel is part of your identity. Good. Anybody else have yes, Jerry? Also Canadian, all right? Any other different identities that any of you have? What other, let's say appropriate. I'm not sure what was going on there, but you would be, I know, she was thinking, I don't know what's going to, go ahead, yes.
Nationalities or any identity?
Any identity.
We identify with our professions.
Okay, so sometimes by profession, that might help you. But in terms of an identity that's beyond profession, that which is essential to your essence or identity, yes? Parents. And by the way, for you, what else identity? Do you have a sense of Persian identity? But you do. Persian values. So I want to talk about that. What does it mean in terms of, like, talk about Persian? And I think it's important because there are some people who want to reject certain identities. There's others who want to embrace them. And the question is, how do we hold on? How do we create identity when you get to? And how do we hold on to it? Yes? What? Grandmother. All right, so in terms of relationships, good. So relationships are important, Paul. Pablo, do you have any Hispanic? Like nothing. Right. And so that meant something to be given that name. Okay, so you can, by the way, give an identity by someone else, sometimes by status in terms of relationships, but I want to get to the essence of creating identity. Yeah, Bob.
I'm not sure if we want to go there or not, but some people identify based on their political beliefs.
So you may feel that, by the way, and how did you create those? Are those, and I want to talk about that later, is that an intellectual, or is it simply a gut feeling? Are you raised, some people are raised with that religion, if you will, of politics, and other people come to it. Yes, Kaz?
New York.
New York! How many of you identify in some way New York? Right? Isn't that fun? Yeah. Ellen, yeah. I mean, very strong sense of that New York in terms of, and and does that mean, what does that mean to be New York? What does that mean when you say, to identify with that, what does that mean? What is it? Hardcore? What does it mean? Come on, what is it? Different. Right? I think New Yorkers might be known for, right, in terms of not being shy about sharing opinions. Right? I think there's lots of, ideas about that. But New York, I think, is a great one. It's interesting. Let's go back to it Jewish for a moment, because Persian, I don't know about you, those of you who grew up here in the United States like I did, I never thought of my Jewish identity as being Ashkenazi Jewish. Right? Is there anybody else like it that grew up here that had, like, that you were strongly identified as Ashkenazi as opposed to Sephardi? Stacey, you were? And why? How did that get passed on to you? The what? So being a Holocaust survivor, okay? So being a Holocaust survivor, but really Ashkenazi? Okay. Is there anybody else? Jerry? Ah. And by the way, mixed marriage is exactly what it was. You got a funny look from Esther, but the truth of the matter is, in Israel in those days, it was a mixed marriage. Absolutely. And, right, to marry somebody who was Sephardic was to marry down in social class. In their case, yeah. And by the way, there are, how do some people, Jeff, hold on to that Ashkenazi tradition? Did you? Food they eat, and by the way they speak Hebrew. Right? Or holding on to Yiddish. So all those, that is identity. So when does identity, how do we get it? When does it come in? Lots of periods of our life. And here's what I want to look at today. When does Moses know that he is an Israelite? When does Moses know that he's an Israelite? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to look at chapter, is it 4 or was it 2? Which one was I going to have you read? No, it's chapter 4. Well, no. Tell you what, chapter 2. I had opened it to where our Torah reading is. Turn to page 321. Yeah, chapter 2. I want you to begin reading. I want you to read chapter 2, and I want you to read all the way through when Moses gets to Midian, okay? And when do you think he thinks that he knows that he's an Israelite? Right? So go ahead. You're going to read ahead, and we're going to actually begin the Torah reading a little bit further on, page 335. That's part of our triennial reading. We're chapter 4, beginning verse 18. And I'm going to give you 2 aliyot. Normally I give you 1 just to look at it, but I'm going to give you a little time. Look it over, and I want you to prove your case with a verse. When do you think he knew about his Jewish identity? We'll come back to it. Page 335, verse 18.
ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו ונאמר אמן. החלב וגודל אלוהינו ותנו כבוד לתורה. יעמדו הדסה בת אברהם שלמה ומלכה ליזה בת אברהם שלמה ומלכה
אריק נתון בן נחמן והדסה.
אריק נתון בן נחמן והדסה ראשון. ברוך שנתן תורה לעם ישראל בקדושתו.
ואתם מדביקים אדוני אלוהיכם עם כולכם היום.
ואתם מדביקים אדוני אלוהיכם עם כולכם היום. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. וילך משה וישוב אל יתר חותנו ויאמר לו אלחנה ואשובה אל אחי אשר במצרים ואראה האודם חיים. ויאמר יתרו למשה לך לשלום. ויאמר אדוני אל משה במדיין לך שוב מצרים כי מתו כל האנשים המבקשים את נפשך. ויקח משה את אשתו ואת בניו וירכיבם על החמור וישב ארצה מצרים. ויקח משה את מטה האלוהים בידו.
Baruch Ata Adonai, Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Second Aliyah continues, page 335, verse 21.
Ya'amod Hillel Shmuel ben Harav David HaKohen Uveracha Sheni.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Amarach Ve'elam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe, V'lechtecha lashuv Mitzrayma re'eh. Kol hamoftim asher samti biyadecha, ve'asitam lifnei Paro, va'ani echezek et libo, v'lo yishalach et ha'am, ve'amarta el Paro, ko amar Adonai, b'ni b'kori Yisrael, va'omar elecha, shalach et b'ni v'yavdeni, v'tima'en l'shalcho, hine anochi horeg et bincha b'korecha, v'yehi b'derech b'malon, v'yifkeshehu Adonai, v'yivakesh chamito, v'atikach tzipora tsar, Tichrot et orlat bana, vataga leraglav, vatomer ki chatan damim atali, vayiref mimenu az amra chatan damim lemulot.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten HaTorah.
Amen. Hillel Aronson, who had the Aliyah here, an old friend, and whose father was one of my teachers, Rabbi Aronson as well, and always a pleasure to have you here when you come to visit. All right, let the games begin. So when did he know? When did he know, Ed? So you think verse 11, which is on page 324, right? He went out to his kinfolk and witnessed their labors. So for you, that's the moment he knows that, no? How does he know that? Is used actually as a proof to show that he knew at that moment, but one could also argue that it is simply the narrator's note. So it's simply a narration. But what's your proof that he knew he was an Israelite then? So that's why he intercedes, because someone is oppressing his people. Okay, yes? 2 lines earlier. So the question is, so Pharaoh raises the question of, or the, if you will, a suggestion that he's taken right away to the house where he was born, right? So the mother who gave birth to him, she is the nursemaid. And then the question is, how long did he stay there? In certain societies, they would stay until, they would not be weaned until 5. Some societies a little bit earlier. So is that the formation of the identity, as some suggest, that as he grew up in his birth house, that it was instilled in him there? Okay, good. Yes, Hill. He knows something this morning he'd never seen before, which I always love, because that happens to me every week, every parsha. Go ahead. She saw that he was beautiful. Kitov, I want to get back to that because there's a midrash that ties into his status. Right? So how else, when did he know? Yes? So was he circumcised? Was he circumcised? By the way, did everybody in Pharaoh's court know that he was Jewish? I'm going to tell you, I think this is probably the most obfuscated story around. And you can read it either way. And we're going to get to it in a moment, right? The idea that did they know that he's, you all want to assume they didn't know he was Jewish, an Israelite. But one person knows. Who knows? You called her Bitya, right, which is not in there. No, because you know the midrash that says that Pharaoh's daughter knew that he was an Israelite, raised him as such, and she was actually a rebel against idolatry. And Batya, or Bitya, the daughter of God, her name actually shows up in the book of Chronicles later on, and specifically, you can't believe it, Mary's, right, is called the daughter of Pharaoh. In the book of Chronicles, chapter 4, I think, so there's this idea that she raised him and she wanted to develop that Jewish identity. Was he circumcised or not? He must have been. He was 3 months if they were circumcising. But by the way, if you want to hide your child amongst an Egyptian culture, if you're going to do that eventually, you're going to circumcise that child? So how did Pharaoh's daughter know that he was an Israelite? We don't know. There's what we call the Superman motif. Exactly, the blanket that he was wrapped in, right? That's the cape that Superman has, right? And so this idea that the blanket told the story. And by the way, in the movie, the Ten Commandments, right? Isn't that the evidence? Right, where she brings out the blanket that he was brought in, and that's supposed to be proof of his Israelite identity. Paul. So just give me one proof. Give me one. I haven't read the article, but go ahead. Did he have a name or not? One can assume he could have, but she gives him a name which apparently is Egyptian enough that it passes for an Egyptian. All right, I want you to think a little bit more, because I want to get into, as well, think about which way it could go. Oh, let me try one thing here, because we just read it. The Hatan Damim, Bob, that you just read. And this is a very, did you read the story? Were you following the text? It's fascinating. It is a crazy story. Where does it begin, Bob? Hold on. Chapter 4, page 336. Look at page 336 for a moment. Moses is now heading back with his sons, although, by the way, in a very fascinating story, part of this is we know the name of one, Gershom. The other one is never mentioned yet. Eliezer is not mentioned yet. Here's going to be the question. Who is the subject matter in these verses? At a night encampment on the way, the Lord encountered him and sought to kill him. Who's the he? Right? Who? You think it's Moses? We don't know. So Zipporah took a flint and cut off her son's foreskin and touched his legs with it, saying, "You are truly a bridegroom of blood to me." By the way, this Hatan Damim is part of the circumcision liturgy that we have today. And when he let him alone, she added, "A bridegroom of blood because of circumcision." So who was circumcised here? Seems to say one son. Could be what happened the second. Some argue, by the way, it was actually Moses being circumcised here. We don't know what's going on. We don't know, but we're going to come back. So I want you to think about any other parts of the story that kind of would make you believe one way or another where he knows his identity. There's one other hint somewhere when he's in Midian. You should look at when he meets Zipporah and family. Let's continue with the third Aliyah in the meantime. We'll come back. Page 337, verse 27.
Yamdu Moshe ben Israel ve'Esther Rivka bat Mordechai Shlishi. No, Mark and Ellen. Baruch et Adonai Hamvarah.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai.
Ata Adonai Eloheim Eloheinu Melech Olam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim
V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Aharon lech likrat Moshe Hamidbara vayelech vayifkeshehu v'achar Elohim vayishak lo vayaged Moshe le'Aharon et kol divrei Adonai asher shalacho ve'et kol ha'otod asher tzivahu vayelech Moshe ve'Aharon vayasfu et kol ziknei b'nei Yisrael וידבר אהרון את כל הדברים אשר דיבר אדוני אל משה ויעש האותות לעיני העם וימאן העם וישמעו כי פקד אדוני את בני ישראל וכי ראה את עוניים ויגדו וישתחו.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nota betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. All right, any other suggestions from text about whether he thought himself when he knew he was Jewish, Israelite? Yes, Jeff? Hold on, what page? 325, verse 22. She bore a son whom he named Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a foreign land. So he was a stranger, and by the way, the idea ger, to be a stranger, not convert. But what if he was simply an Egyptian in a Midianite environment? In fact, look ahead of that, Jeff. How is he described by the family? An Egyptian rescued us from the shepherds. Isn't that interesting? Thank you, Jeff. That's one of the points I want to get out. Did he understand himself differently than other people did? By the way, identity, isn't that part of the identity formation? South Africa. Did everybody know that your family was Jewish? There was no chance of hiding, was there? For lots of reasons. But you're proud of it. But by the way, the idea that sometimes we are determined from the outside, our identity, whether we want it sometimes or not, by the way, but sometimes we are told what we are from the outside world, and sometimes it conflicts even what we think we are and how people perceive us. That's fascinating. So look, here's the question. How do we pass on Jewish identity? to our children. Like, when does that happen? Right? As if some people believe it's a magical formula. Is there a magic formula in this? No. There's no magical formula. I'm telling you, you can raise a kid in a completely Jewish household, give them everything that's there, and sometimes it doesn't form that Jewish identity. You need the ingredients for it, Ophira, right? That's important, but is it a magical formula? Is that going to guarantee a child's going to grow up and identify Jewishly? Better odds, but is it? No, not at all. I know your story. You grew up as a pastor's daughter. Correct. So she felt more comfortable Jewish. So here's the question. Is it one moment that Moses realized he was an Israelite, or was it actually a progression, I want to suggest, of moments? So by the way, that's why when you have Jewish kids, you want them often to go to a college where there's a Jewish community. Because you know that's going to be another level of identity and affiliation. And so what is his college experience? Right? It's when he steps out and he sees an Israelite being beaten. And does he know that he's Israelite at that moment? I don't know. Some rabbis want to suggest, by the way, that he didn't know, and it makes him all the more so a righteous person. Why? Because he stood up for an oppressed people that were not his. Isn't that interesting? Look, if it's your people being oppressed, it's, you stand up for them. But what does it mean to stand up for an oppressed people who are not you? Wow, that's powerful, Ed, isn't that? Changes the story a little bit, doesn't it? And then in Midian, he's willing to stand up for Zipporah and protect her. He doesn't know who these people are. So then there's the birth experiences as we raise people. There's later life experiences. And then, by the way, another one we haven't talked about, there's an epiphanal experience. What's the epiphanal experience in this chapter? The burning bush. The moment of realization. And I imagine, actually, part of me wants to understand Moses as understanding his Jewish identity at that moment. That somehow there's an epiphanal experience. And by the way, those of you who are looking at, that's when you consider, I don't know. I go back and forth. I said, look, that's when? I don't know when it was. But all of a sudden, he knows. And he has this calling that tells him, and he can't ignore it anymore. Whatever doubt he had, there's no doubt anymore. I think that's very often the notions of identity. Sometimes they're just latent. Sometimes it takes other moments to bring them out. But when is that moment that you truly feel and you connect? We find that series in Moses in identification. I think it's a fascinating model. Great ambiguity. Is it clear in this text when he knows? Not a clue. And by the way, that's what I love about it. You can argue every narrative from the same story. Mark, I see you thinking about this, yes. Is this the first official adoption? Some people argue, I think, Ishmael, although it comes from the father but from the mother. There's a whole other story about when does he know that Aaron's his brother. We studied this week. How does he know that it says Aaron's going to come out to the wilderness. And by the way, we didn't go through Bill and Ivy, but here the next one is, the next verse says that and God actually spoke to Aaron and said, go meet your brother at this moment. So when does he know? We don't know that part of it. By the way, in the movie The Prince of Egypt, when does he find out? How does he know that he's an Israelite? Do you remember this? No, yeah, but no, more than that. He's not just wandering around. What does he hear? He hears a song of his childhood that he was raised with, remember? It's a song that draws him to the house. Different movies try to portray how did he find out in different moments, because we absolutely have no idea. What I love is this discussion about when is identity formed, how do we create it, and how do we own that identity as well. We're going to continue with the next Aliyah, the fourth Aliyah. Edward and Lauren, come on. You have the fourth Aliyah, page 338, chapter 1. Chapter 5.
Ya'amedu Yitzchak Manes Ve'Leah Vasa Rivi. So come on, it's from the Torah where she shows you. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Baruch Adonai Habarak. Baruch Adonai Habarak Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Habarak Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai atein haTorah.
Amen. V'char ba'u Moshe v'Aaron v'yomru el Paro כה אמר Adonai Elohei Yisrael shalach et ami v'yachogu li b'midbar v'yomer Paro mi Adonai asher eshma b'kolo leshalach et Yisrael lo yadati et Adonai v'gam et Yisrael lo ashaleach Vayomeru Elohei ha'ivrim nikra aleinu Nelchana derech shloshet yamim bamidbar V'nizbecha l'Adonai Eloheinu pen yifka'enu b'dever or b'charev Vayomer alehem melech Mitzrayim lama Moshe ve'Aaron tafriu et ha'am mima'asav לכו לסבלותיכם ויאמר פרעה הן רבים אתה עם הארץ והשפעתם אתם אותם מסבלותם
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam natan b'tuteinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. We're going to turn to a blessing for healing and for strength. If you want to look in your Kol Shabbat on the inside, those of you who don't know the words of Mishra Berach by Debbie Friedman, let us, whether it's for you, for a loved one, for anybody, if you're at home as well and you're in need of these prayers for healing, we send these to you.
Mishe Berach Avoteinu Mikor HaBracha Le'imotzeinu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
In the Shabbat, we offer blessings of healing and strength for Salka ben Roshka, Aharon Yudah ben Chaya Hinda, Naomi bat Sarah, Elon Shayot, Jacob ben Rachel, Beverly Bowie, Dava Lian bat Sipora, Florence Mann, Leah bat Moshe, Dina Leah bat Risa, Dov Ber ben Yisrael, Leah bat Arya ben Hadassah, Rebecca Teichner, Yehuda Abraham ben Yoshua, Devorah Aliza, Sonia Epstein, Fran Kopolnik, Manny Silverberg, Donna Rivka bat Shiva Chana, Tia Roberts, Mayor ben Leib, Stuart Dater. If you'd like to add a name, I invite you to rise, please. We'll come around and we'll get the names as we add them to our prayers. Go ahead. Yes. To all those who have been mentioned, all others who are ill in our community, we send the prayers and strength and healing as we continue together. Seated. We continue with the fifth Aliyah. Jonathan and Jennifer, you're going to make your way up here. We are on page 339, verse 6.
Ya'amedu Zev Yonatan ben Reuven ve'Yafa Chana bat Yitzchak Manes Chamishi.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach, Baruch Adonai Hamvarach, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach, Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim, V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Vayitzav Paro bayom hahu et hanoksim ba'am ve'et hashotrim lemor lo tosifun lateteven le'am liovon halvenim kitmo shilshom hem yechlu ve'kosheshu lahem teven ve'et matkonet halvenim asher hem Osim tmo shilshom tasimu alehem lo tigreu mimenu kinirpim heim alkem heim sorkim lemor nelchanis bechal Eloheinu tichbad havodah al hanashim esuba ve'al yishu b'divrei shaker. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam notam betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Daniel and Leslie, come on please for the sixth Aliyah, page 339, verse 10.
Ya'amedu Dov ber Asher ben Yitzchak Manes ve'leba Simcha bat Moshe Shishi.
Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Ambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Ve'atzu nokshe ha'am eshotrav, vayomru el ha'am lemor, ko amar paro eineni noten lachem teven, atem lechu kechu lachem teven me'asher timtza'u, ki eino gram avodatchem davar. Vayafet ha'am b'chol eretz Mitzrayim lekashesh kash leteven. V'hanokshim atzim lemor kalu ma'asechem dvar yom beyomo kasher bichyot hateven. Vayuchu shotrei b'nei Yisrael asher shamu alehem nokshei paro lemor Madu alo וכיליתם חוקכם, ויובן כי תמול שלשום, גם תמול גם היום.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen.
Can I try and hold her? So see how that goes. Come on. Can you believe she's yours? Yes. You can. Daniel, you?
I can believe it.
You can believe it. So what I can't believe is I actually held you when you were about younger than this age. I was just talking with your mom. You think that Leslie was maybe a couple weeks old. And I did her naming at Valley Beth Shalom when I was the rabbi there. And you're one of less than a handful of people who the holy trifecta, right, if you will, in terms of baby naming, right, actually bat mitzvah, wedding, and then the baby naming. What is when you have four?
Holy quad.
The holy quad? All right, we're going to give it a new name, right? Because it really, and I want to thank you for reminding me, and even though you live up in Oakland, could have done a baby naming up there, could have done, you came back here, and I am just, can you imagine as a rabbi being touched by that sense of connection and continuity? We talked about identity and how do we pass that on. And you begin to think about that, don't you, when you're a parent? You're not so conscious of it when it's your own life, because it just unfolds. But now you're very conscious of what experiences you're going to give to her. What is it going to be brought into her life that's going to help identify her, the type of person that you want her to be? Are you really thoughtful of those moments, or no?
Well, with the name Yael, I don't think anyone's going to question
With the
your
name
Jewish
Yael,
identity.
a Jewish name, and when you get to the names in a moment, because you chose your English name, Yael Miriam, both very Jewish, solid names, I have to tell you, and that you chose a Yiddish Hebrew name after somebody. We're going to get to that in just a moment. And names are important as well. It's said that when the Israelites were in Egypt, the way that they survived that diaspora identity was that they actually gave their children Hebrew names. And that's how they were able to perpetuate that. And that's why names are so important. Not yet, just in a couple minutes. Come on. Can you do it? Come on. Let's do it. Oh, come on. Let's try one more. Let's try one more. How's that? Or if you want, Mom. We'll see. Yishabirach Avateinu, Avaham Yitzchak Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel Leah, V'recha Tarim V'vitam HaNolda Lahem V'krei Shema B'Yisrael, Matla Davora, Bat Dov Ber Asher. That's a mouthful. V'liba Simcha. Yehiratzon She'yizku Horehad L'Gadla L'Torah L'Chupa L'Masim Tovim. May God who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless these parents, Leslie and Daniel Stolper, and their daughter. May her name be called in Israel Matla Davora. That's after your great-grandmother, paternal or maternal? Paternal side, all right? And you actually had a picture of a headstone in order to legitimize the spelling of it with this Yiddish and then Hebrew, whose name will be known as Yael Miriam, and the Y was for your grandfather, Yaakov. We took the Y, the Yud, and so she has given names from one generation to another for the family, the grandparents, the uncle, everybody who's here, and aunts, and the entire family. May the parents help to raise their daughter, maturity and beautiful love of Torah, fulfillment of mitzvot. May they be privileged one day to see the next generation of the family. And let us all say, Amen.
Torah u'lechupa u'lema'asim tovim. May your parents guide you and honor you will bring to the house of Israel, where joyous voices sing. The Torah u'lechupa u'lema'asim tovim. Hey, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Yehelanu,
Like you mean it, come on.
Udechal Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Udechal Yisrael. David Melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam. David Melech Yisrael, Chai v'kayam.
Continue with the 7th Aliyah, page 340, verse 15.
Ta'amad Esther bat Miriam Hameshishivi. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu asher bachar banu mikol hamim venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Amen. Vayavo shotrei bnei Yisrael vayitzaku el paro lemor lama taseh chol avadecha teven enoten lavadecha uvenim omrim lanu asu vehinei avadecha muki mechotat amecha vayomer nirpim atem nirpim alkein atem omrim nizbecha ladonai ve'atalechu yivdu vateven lo yinatem lachem vatechem livenim titenu vayir'u shotrei bnei Yisrael atem mera lemor lo tigra'u milibneihem dvar yom beyomo vayifge'u et Moshe v'et Aharon nitzavim likratam v'tzeitam et paro vayomru aleihem yere Adonai alechem vayishbot asher hivashem et reichenu ve'enei paro ve'enei avadav vatet cherev be'adam lehargenu vayashav Moshe el Adonai vayomar Adonai lama hareota le'am hazeh lama zeh shalachtani ume'az bati el paro ledaber bishmecha hara le'am hazeh ve'hatzelo hitzal tamecha vayomer Adonai el Moshe ata tir'eh asher eseh leFaro ki biyad chazaka yishlachem ubeyad hazaka yigarshem me'arito.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chaye olam nata betochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'olmad divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechan u'byamechan u'chayetechal beit Yisrael bagala u'vizman kari v'imeru V'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shemeh dekudesha b'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Tahamiran be'alama v'imeru.
Amen.
Ta'amod Kelila Rachel bat Yogev Zander Veleka Miriam Maftir.
Maftir reading will include the previous verses, the concluding Maftir verses, so page 340, beginning verse 22.
Baruch Hu es Adonai Haborach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Haborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayashev Moshe el Adonai vayomar Adonai lama hareota le'am hazeh lama zeh shalachthani ume'az bati el paro ledaber bishmecha hara le'am hazeh ve'hatzel lo hitzalta et amecha Vayomer Adonai el Moshe ata tir'eh asher eseh leFaro ki b'yad chazaka yishalchem u'b'yad chazaka yigershem me'artzo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Ya'amod ha'magbia, ta'amod ha'golelet.
We rise for the lifting of the Torah scroll.
V'zoi ha'Torah asher son Moshe b'nei Yisrael Adonai b'yad Moshe.
You may be seated. Yasher koach on the Romano backflip Torah lift. The judges gave a 9.8. It was Yasher koach. Yasher koach to our Torah readers this morning, and Bob Epstein to help us in absence of Hazan Mimi to be able to guide us through the Torah reading itself. And Jenny Greenspan, always a pleasure. Are you going to be a rabbi soon? God willing? How much longer?
Should we set the stopwatch?
Yeah, should we say, how much? 5 months. 1 semester. And we Rabbi Greenspan? Is that what you're? Yes. Wow. There you go. Kaylee, is it your birthday? Today? Today's your birthday. That is fabulous. When you finish with the Haftarah, we'll sing you a Yom Huledet Sameach. Hopefully, Chazan Stein will magically appear to give me the right key. But in the meantime, the Haftarah, we've asked her to read the end of chapter 27, correct? Page 343? That makes sense? Sure. Okay, very good. Thank you, Kaylee.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nimim tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hanemarim b'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo v'nriei ha'emet v'tzedek. Habaim Yesharesh Yaakov Vatzit Ufarach Yisrael Umal'u Pnei Tevel Tenuva Hakemakat Mikehu hakahu im kehereg harugav harog besasea beshalcha tirivena Hagav Beruchu Hakasha Beyom Kadim Lachen Bezot Yechuper Avon Yaakov Ezek Kopri Hasir Chatato Beshumo Koavnei Mizbeach Keavnei Geir Menufatzot Lo Yakumu Aserim Vechamanim Ki Ir Betzura Badad Neva Meshulach Venezav Kamid Bahar Shamir Egal Veshamir Bats Vechila Seifeha Bivosh Ketzirat Tishavarna Nashim Be'at Me'irot Otah Kilo Imbanotu Alkein Lo Yiracham Mehenu Osehu Veyotzro Lo Yechoninenu V'hayam hayom hahu yichabot Adonai Mishibolet hanahar anacha Mitzrayim Ve'atem teluketu le'achad echad b'nei Yisrael V'hayam hayom hahu Yitaka b'shofar gadol uva'u ha'ovdim be'eretz Ashur v'hanidachim be'eretz Mitzrayim v'hishtachavu l'Adonai b'har HaKodesh v'Yerushalayim Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol haolamim tzatik v'chol hadorot ha'el haneman haomer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shekol devarav emet v'tzedek Ne'eman atahu Adonai Eloheinu v'ne'emanim devaracha v'davar echad mibarecha chor lo yashuv rekam ki el melech ne'eman rechaman atah baruch atah Adonai ha'el hane'eman v'chol devarav Rachem al Sion ki hi beit chayenu v'lalu vat nefesh toshia bimheira v'yameinu baruch atah Adonai v'sameach Sion bevaneha Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu Beliahu hanavi avdacha uv'malchut beit David meshichacha bimheira yavo ve'yagel limeinu al kiso lo yeshev zar ve'lo yinchalu od achirim ekvodo ki v'shem kodshecha nishmata lo shelo yichbene ro le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai Magen David Al HaTorah ve'al Havodah ve'al Anvi'im ve'al Yom HaShabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach u'mevarchim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid le'olam va'ed baruch atah Adonai V'kadesh HaShabbat
Yom Huleret Sameach, Yom Huleret Sameach, Yom Huleret Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaylee. Happy birthday to... Skip around the room.
Julie Devine. I remember this time for announcements. I usually forget that we've often placed them in here. So would you like, at the one time that you're guarding the door there, you're going to share with us some announcements for Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. So nice to see everyone this morning. Thank you. I'd like to welcome you all to our Shabbat morning service, and Mazel Tov to Yael Stopler and her family on baby naming today. Love baby namings. Next Friday, January 4th, is our Bim Bam Shabbat with the little ones at 5:30 p.m. Then at 6:30, we'll have our family Shabbat service with the Temple Aliyah choir, the youth choir, and we'll also be celebrating January birthdays. Please note that we don't have a Shabbat family dinner this month. Next Saturday, January 5, is our Shabbat morning service, which begins at 9:15 a.m., and we have the Ufuf of Sarah Weiss and Rachel Seitz. For those who want a little slower, quieter Shabbat morning, next Saturday we will also offer our Shabbat yoga service followed by sacred space. Information on all Temple Aliyah events can be found in the Kol Shabbat that you should have hopefully received this morning, or also on our website at Temple Aliyah. Thank you to David this morning for ushering for us and helping make things run so smoothly. Please join us for Kiddush Luncheon and Rebbe's Tish in Lubin Hall after the service. We'd like to thank the Primrak family and Rosenzweig family for contributing to the luncheon in honor of Abram Rosenthal. Please note that Monday and Tuesday's daily minyan will be held at Shomrei Torah. You have a choice of going either at 8 a.m. or 7:30 p.m. And lastly, I'd like to remind everyone to please refrain from using any cell phones or video cameras, anything electronic, while we maintain the sanctity of our Shabbat. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We're back in the prayer book, page 177, with a prayer for our country. So if you'll make your way back to the Siddur. Page 177, Jews have always, whenever permitted, to be citizens of a country, always recognize that great privilege and offer blessing. So let's read the first paragraph of our prayer for our country together. Our God, God of our ancestors, with mercy accept our prayer on behalf of our country and its government. Pour out your blessing upon this land, upon its inhabitants, upon its leaders, its judges, officers, and officials who faithfully devote themselves to the needs of the public. Help them understand the rules of justice you have decreed so that peace and security, happiness and freedom will never depart from our land. Page 178. By the way, a couple weeks ago we had the Kadima Day School brought in some of their partners from Israel who are here. And the Israeli teens were so impressed that we do the prayer for the state of Israel. They often think that American Jews don't connect much to them. And for them to be here, to hear us, and to know that every week our hearts are with them in prayer, brought them a sense of connection to us as well. We join together, Avinu Shebashamayim.
Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medinas Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu. Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medinas Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu.
Let's read together the English. Avinu Shebashamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel, that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace. its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen.
Avinu Shabashamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmihat Geulatei.
Page 181, Ashrei.
Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, Od Yehalelucha Selah.
Ashrei Shekacha Loho, Ashrei Ham Shadonai Loha, Tehillah David Minchal Melech
Tilat Adonai daber pi, vivorecha bas Hashem kadsho le'olam va'ed, v'anachnu nivarech yam, me'ata v'Adonam, hallelujah.
We rise for the return of the Torah. Daniel, you're going to carry the Torah this time around. If you've been honored with opening the Ark, if you'll send the bima, please, page 183.
Yahallelu et Shem Adonai, ki nizgav Shemo levado, Odo al eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren le'amo, tzila lecho chasidav, livnei Yisrael, am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Mizmor leDavid, Avul Adonai v'le'elim, Avul Adonai, Kavod va'od. Ay, 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 Havul Adonai, Gevot Shema, Ishtachavu Adonai, V'hadra Kodesh, Kol Adonai, Al Hamayim, El HaKavod Nirim, Adonai, Al Mayim Rabim, O Adonai, Bakoach. Adonai, Behadar, Kol Adonai, Shover Arazim, Shaver Adonai, Et Arzei Halvanon, Et Arzei Halvanon, Vayakidem, Gemo Egel, Lebanon, Besirion, Gemo Ben Re'evi, ay, 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 Kol Adonai, Chosev Lavodesh, Kol Adonai, Rachel Bidbar, Yachil Adonai, Yidbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai, Yechol Alayalot, Vayecheso, Yehavot, Uvehechalot, Kulo Omer Kavod, ay, ay, yo Adonai Lamavu, Yashav Yishev Adonai Melech Le'olam, Adonai Yos Le'amo Yitzet, Adonai Yevarech V'naseh Hamano, ay, 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 Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba betzom teha mehusha derachem קדש ימינו כקדם. Amen.
Remain standing for the Musaf portion of our service, page 184, Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמדי בחירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון ובמיכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה וזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם לעלמי עלמי יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ויאמרו
Amen. We begin the Amidah together, page 185.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומר חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו נעלה, מלך חוזר ופוקד ומושיע ומגן. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ufoked Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Meitim Atah, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, Umorid HaGashem. Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Meitim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunataho Lishenei Afar, Michal Mocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umidom Melech Meimit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lahachayot meitim Baruch atah Adonai B'chayei hameitim Na'aritzecha v'nakdishecha Yesod siach sarfei kodesh Hamakdishim shimcha b'kodesh Ka'katuv hayad nevi'echa V'kara zeh el zeh v'amar Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh Adonai Tzvaot Melech kol haaretz Kivodo Kivodo Malei olam Meshatav Shoalim zeh lazeh Aye Mekom Kivodo Lumatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kivod ay Adonai Mimakomo Hu Yifen Berachamim V'yahonam Ham Yachadim Shemo Erev Avoker Yom Tamid פעמיים באהבה, שמע אומרים, שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו, והוא ישמיענו ברכה מבשני לעיני כל חי. להיות לכם לאלוהים,
אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור,
ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון,
לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש, וכבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לא ימוש לעולם ועד. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה, גדול וקדוש אתה. יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, לה 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 לה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
The Amidah continues silently, page 188A or B onward, the prayers of Hebrew or English, or your private prayers and meditations of your heart. Top of page 189. You know how to make it feel like Shabbat. Here we go.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעי שבת, כולם ישבעו ויתענגו ויטו בכל שבת, וישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת, וישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת השבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. למעשה בראשית שבת, ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקורא עונג שבת.
Page 203.
יתגלה ויגדש שמי רבה, ועמד וברכילותי וימלך מלכותי בחייכון ובמלכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלך ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ותאמר וינשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. בריחו לעילה מנקה בכתה ושירתה שמחתה ונחמתה, דמרן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותו נבואתו לכל בית ישראל, קדם ונשמעיה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה, וחיים אלינו מכל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרמיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן.
We rise together, Aleinu, page 205.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושבים קרוב בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת סוסו בגוהי מרומי. הוא אלוהינו כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
You may be seated. At this time of memorial, we recall and reverence the yard sites of those who have been gathered unto their people. On this Shabbat, remember the yard sites of Gertrude Appleby, Vivian Atkins, Mary Butler, Simon Chester, Spencer Gilbert, Morris Cross, Alfred Kurtzer, David Lasko, Robert Michelson, Arthur Rosenthal, Donald Buzz Cohen, Martin Javits, Louis Lobel, Harry Miller, Beatrice Rubin, Ezra Cohen Sith, Marilyn August, Albert Green, William Jackson, Kenneth Lever, Anna Lichtman, Anna Mann, Ann Pomerantz, Jacob Rosenbaum, Dave Warner, Rhonda Yellen, Morris Appleby, Jaime Bender, Jack Diamond, Rachel Goldman, Rose Skolnick, Samuel Feinstein, Germano Gelman, Edward Goldman, Monica Horwitz, Evelyn Lazar, Lauren Melnick, Evelyn Posner, Svika Saham, Alex Schwartz, Murray Vogel, Susan Armour, Yida Barham, Ruth Bright, Tony Kalig, Joseph Levy, Ruth Martin, Ralph Monkarsh, Seymour Varnon, Leon Zubo, Arthur Ellen, Howard Goldberg, Joanne Hertz, Carl Hoffman, Claire Kahn, Francis Madnick, Sarah Miller, Sally Rosenstein, William Sussman, Sam Yellen, and Mary Zolans. We're also mindful of a difficult week for the Temple Aliyah community, passing of two past presidents and the husband of a past president. It was a heavy week. Builders of this community, we mourn the passing of founding member and past president Norm Frank, husband of Debbie Frank, father of Harley and Barry Frank. We mourn the passing of past president Harvey Grafman. We mourn the passing of Sandy Perlow, husband of Deborah Perlow. For those who have need or desire to recite the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, we invite you to rise at this time. And if you are home, by the way, and unable to be here, and this is your community, the Minyan for Kaddish, we pray that you as well have strength and comfort as these words are recited together by those who stand. Yit Gadal, Kadash, Shemir. Amen. Yalmad, Divrach, Yerutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, Dechol Beit Yisrael, Alav, Izman, Karim. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Omei Omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Pa'ar, V'tromam, V'naseh, V'tadar, V'taleh, V'talal. Brichu, Le'elam, Yinkol, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechamata, Damiran, V'yom. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah. Chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ru Amen. Oseh Shalom Imrama. Oseh Shalom. Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Ru Amen. May God who establishes peace in the heavens grant peace and harmony for us, for all of Israel and all of humanities. We say, Amen. We transition from the Kaddish, the sanctification of life, to Kiddush, sanctification of the day. We invite you to stand up, please. Everybody stand up. Those of you who wish to join us in the middle, come on. You know what to do on a Shabbat like this. We're all friends today. Just put those talitot down. We'll fold them up later. Come on in. share with us in the middle here for Kiddush. Come on. There you go.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל.
Here we go.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברי חבריי.
לחיים.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן.
Right before we do Netilat Yadayim and to do Motzi, I just want to welcome to a friend, a colleague, Rabbi Ehud Sela and Alana Borspan Sela. It's a pleasure to have you all here and your family. Alicia, what did I say, Alana? I said that's a sister with the other side. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. We have, by the way, if you don't know, we have Ben Borspan, who is our communications director, brother of Alicia, and pleasure to have your family here. His wife's name is Ilana. That was a stream of consciousness that got me there. Anyway, we're going to wash hands. Go ahead, Chazan.
All right.
All right. There's a big napkin there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim.
Amen. Hold on to the chaz, okay? Somebody that you get everybody. We got electricity going here. Here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat 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 shalom. Shabbat shalom.